Good evening. Hello and welcome in. We're back. I had a nice little rest last night, but we are back. I've got the itch. I've got the sickness. We got to draw some art. Yeah, let's get into it. Hi, everybody. I'm just gonna gigantify an emote here real quick. Don't mind me. Let's just pop that in there. Hello, Chillum. I hope you're doing well. I hope you're having a good one. Let's see. We're gonna swap over our music here. Yeah, so as usual, or as has been the case lately, I'm gonna do a little warm-up color study. I liked this particular photo. I think this is still the same photographer. Here's a link to the picture. Yeah, this is the same guy. So far, all of these color studies have been from the same photographer. And you know, that's cool. Martin Benny, thank you so much. Anyway, I'm going to try to work a little bit. Yeah, right? The sun caught my eye. So I guess the other thing that caught my eye with this one, so the last one that I did, and I'll go back to it real quick, I'm not really happy with how this turned out, especially the reflections. There are a lot of parts of this that I am very happy with and I learned from and were good. But like, I feel like I need to practice more with reflections, and I also wanted to play more with some warmer lighting. And so the contrast of like the warm and cool tones here are really interesting. I think compositionally, this has some fun potential. Yeah, I mean, let's just kind of have at it. The aspect ratio of my canvas is not quite the same as the reference image, and that's also fine. But yeah, I'm just gonna block in like the most basic of forms right now. So we've got this strong vertical, but like it only goes like halfway down the frame. I feel like it's like about here. And this is arcing away. And then this one only goes to, is it about here? Well, we'll see. This is going to get progressively kind of chipped away at. And let's pull a darker value to establish the water here. I'm trying to like really push the value contrast as well. Is something I often struggle with. Now I'm also looking at like, what is, now see that's even too dark. Like what's the right value to go kind of in here? Is it more like, that's too saturated, too bright? Maybe that's warmer. I mean, cooler. But then I guess by the time we've got the lighting over here, it's pretty warm from the sun. And speaking of, I kind of want to find like a starting value here. I know this flat brush is like stupidly flat. It's like extremely flat. It's also quite large. I'm going to take advantage of my layers here. And I want to block in the sky. Except this is very wrong. Let's see. Lighter over here. Hey, Jerry, welcome in. Excellent emote, by the way. Jam shared that with me earlier today. Truly, truly remarkable. Oh, yeah, here we go. Okay, I almost need more of like a peachy. I'm not always great at reading these colors. But really, like, this whole sky, yeah, in through here is more like this value. But yeah, Jerry, I hope you're doing well. Always glad to have you here. Okay, again, this is my background layer, so I'm not sweating this too much. Let me go back to foreground, and I think what I need to do is set up like this horizon. If I want like a neutral-ish color for like the tree line, and it's going to be a little faded since we're sort of in the distance. It's somewhere around here. Hey, lurk away. Lurking is always welcome and encouraged. Or I don't know if it's encouraged. Sure, it's encouraged. Let me think here. So the little house is actually like right here. How would Bob Ross approach this? Oh, thank you. That's wonderful. I hope you enjoyed. Oh man, I'm gonna stop making excuses, but I swear I am gonna like actually do like a DJ stream one of these days. We got that, and then the reflection is actually more like here. Let me put a little bit of these colors in, but yeah, I'm going about this in a weird way. I realize. Here's the sun. The sun should really be on its own layer, but I'm just blocking it there for now. And this is also the weird part about not having like a sketch layer and instead just kind of drawing with the paint. Okay, so we've got this plane here. And then some weird thing happens where it switches from like 3 to 2. I guess we see that over here as well. I really need like a darker base color in the water too. Let me block that in. I know this looks really muddy, but we're gonna go on top of it, so it's not really gonna matter. And it gives me a reminder of where I need to paint over things, I suppose. Yeah, let's just throw this down here. Oh, I'm in the wrong layer. That's fine. Oh my god. Hello. Hey, Siren. Welcome in. Thanks for the raid. How are you doing? How was your stream? What were you... Oh, was it a... Oh my god, I'm gonna forget the name. It was a slam. Super slam. A slam a jam night, right? Yeah, thank you so much for the raid and welcome in. And hey, Maddie. I'm just kind of getting warmed up here. A little art stream tonight. You can see this is very, very early. Very rough. That's fine. I'm trying to work a little faster so that I have time to do... I have a pair, specifically a pair of gurploids planned for tonight. But yeah, I'm going about this painting in kind of a strange way, I think. Let me find a darker... Oh, I need like a really dark... There it is, the Super Kick Show. I'm so sorry, I forgot the proper title. I figured Slam might be in the name. Oh, and a match that you helped film. Interesting. Very cool. Okay, I am gonna block this out as like dark, and then we can pull some highlights through this whole tree area. Oh, but in parallel, we do need, let's see, we need this underbridge component, which leads into that. This dark at some of these key points helps to like create that form a little bit more. I think this is already like too much detail for the stage I'm at in this, but it's okay. Oh yeah, I kept thinking, oh, this is about to be RJD2, right? Yeah, I discovered this song and then realized, hey, RJD2 sampled that on the proxy. So I'll play that for you next. But this is a really nice, I mean, yeah, this is really nice. Right now I'm shuffling. Well, so I maintain like a monthly playlist. So anytime I hear a song and I'm just like, oh, that's really good. Something that like really grabs my ear. You know the song, that kind of song. I add it to a playlist, and I have a playlist for every month. And then at the end of the year, I put all the months together into one mega playlist for the whole year. And then I've got like an easy shuffleable source for, you know, some stuff I know I'm going to enjoy. It's going to be all over the place stylistically. But that's kind of the point. Okay, so we have a little bit of shadow there. We'll have more shadow over here. I'm going to figure out some highlight colors next. there's like no sense of dimension for this side right now. It's so funny. It's gonna make sense pretty soon, I think. Hopefully. But yeah, I don't know. I'm not as familiar with Steve Reich's music as I would like to be. But I I like it. No, I'm sorry. I don't. I take back that. It's the Reich sound for my ears. Yeah, exactly. No, 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 no. I'm wondering how to suggest the bricks. But anyway, let's get some suggestion of this. Okay, so this will stick out a little. Oh, that's too big. Anyway, I'll link the playlist too. Again, sorry for the Spotify link. Okay, so I feel like the sky color. First of all, we'll have a nice clean silhouette into the water. Should it really be more like the blue? That's a little too blue. Nice. I'll have to check that out. Then over here, I guess it's kind of reflecting the warm light and the warm light on the trees. So we're getting a lot more saturation and brightness. Hey, does this sound familiar? Actually, let me just drop in a quick sun. Let's just get the sun in here. I know this looks silly. I'll figure something out. just gonna, that's more of like a placeholder, I'm gonna say. Let's not worry about that. Let's instead... Oh, I'm using a different brush now. I really do like using the flat brush. I've kind of gotten used to the flat for a lot of this stuff. And hey Z, welcome in. I guess, I mean, I could eventually go back and do a pass for like brick detail and stuff, but I think it's just not worth it for a color study. I realize this doesn't quite add up. It's weird geometry. I feel like I should just override it. I'm going to use my artistic license. And honestly, that's probably a good thing to try changing it slightly. Oh, Soichi Terada. This is a great album. If you've ever enjoyed an Ape Escape, any of the Ape Escape soundtracks, well, not any, most of them he's had a hand in. So I guess I need like a really deep, something that will still register as like warm. That might not, I don't think that's deep enough. Maybe? How does that work over here? Actually, yeah, that's good. Okay, I've left a lot of things unresolved that I want to go back to. I'm going into a little too much detail in the foreground, but it is fun. It's nice to it's nice to do. But yeah, let's figure out this situation with the little cabin. And then we've got like some snow here. Here's another, this is similar to the last drawing where I feel like I've lost sight of where some of these objects are relative to each other. The scale is off. I'm gonna just kind of fill in the mass and then pull it apart from there. Just give myself like a blank slate. So I think that's roughly the silhouette. It's important that these connect to each other. It could be more, maybe it's more like that. A little more interesting, but I like that like diagonal movement. And then yeah, over here, I'm just putting in a neutral color right now. Something that will sort of recede. Oh, the shuffle has blessed us with a double dose. That's nice. Okay, so then I'm looking at this area in light, and actually it's going to be even brighter. The nice thing is at this point, I almost have like a full palette's worth of colors that I could just pick and choose from to start to fill in some more of these details. But that's taking, I guess, like more of an illustrative approach. I want this, but a little brighter and less saturated, and then that could be some of the highlights over here. We've got like a little bit of these trees. A nice accent color that could be reflected in the water, and then reuse that over here. Reuse that. It's still not even bright enough. But then I could also, oh no, that's so heavy. Maybe it falls in just like the perimeter of the reflection of the sun. And I'm looking, like, I can't pinpoint the moment. At some point, it kind of switches from warm to cool. Whoops. Yeah, I'll have to figure that out. But now I also have some colors I can pull from for the sun. Because yeah, by the time we're over here, why is it so much cooler? I guess because you're looking at the shadow from these trees. I don't know. And then we've got the snow that's in shadow. I should be able to pull like a nice cool tone that's pretty bright or pretty light. Here? No. Like here? But then it's like the same tone but shifted warm and I guess even brighter because this is in like direct sun. But then very quickly, so much of the shadows are much cooler. Oh yeah, I remember listening to this album last year. This DJ Honda album. He's just got like a whole bunch of different rappers and DJs and stuff on. Okay, so then I guess it's going to be like a darker version of this. There's some rocks here. Some happy little rocks. Thank you, Redman. Oh, this is a nice one. Okay, what I wanted to find was like a shadow color to play off of this. That's actually, I wanted to see if I could get away with like a cooler tone. Less saturated, a little darker. Let's say somewhere around here, the lighting shifts. This stuff is more in shadow. And here's where the house is. Hmm. I need a darker. Okay, yeah, and I can use this to kind of mark the edges of this thing. Is that too big? Now I wonder, can I reuse any of these colors? I don't know. That's not really the right color. That's definitely not the right color. Hmm. Oh my god, this brush is huge, even if it's at its tiniest size. Hmm. Well, I don't know about that. It's something. Um, I'll shift back to this area. Oh, that's the wrong brush. Thank you. Welcome in. This is a little this is like a little warm up for the day. I'm trying to get better at picking colors and blending them and being a little more courageous in my color decisions. And hey, Flo. And then, I get to do it while listening to good music and chatting with lovely people. I'd say that's a pretty good deal. Yeah, I have really been enjoying doing these art streams because it's a really good way to keep myself kind of like focused and on task. And well, it's fun. It's a good time. Um oh, I didn't block in. Okay, we've got these rocks over here. I'm going to put in just like a gray blob and then we're going to build on top of it. And it's going to be a cool gray blob. I'm just trying to capture the overall mass, and then I'll break this down into like smaller chunks. Okay, so let's take, yeah, we'll take like a dark warm value. Just try to set up a few little boundaries. Hmm. Is that maybe too bright? Would it be more like, Well, then when we get to the actual snow, I guess it's got to be. No, actually, I don't know. Basically have like rim lighting that's warm, but then all of the shadows are cool. No, that's not the right color. Yeah, let's try some shadows. What if it's more blue? Or even like a cross blue into purple a little bit? Hmm. Oh, this is a great song. Hmm. Yeah, I don't know about these colors either. But basically I'm of the attitude that I'm here to learn and make mistakes and try out some different ideas and see what sticks. Hmm. I gotta know, like, what's the shortcut to get these bricks? It just seems like it would be so tedious. There have to be some nice tricks for that. Maybe there's just a separate layer. We'll go back and try something out. Okay, so I'm trying to think about what is actually reflecting here. We've still got the sense of like the bridge. And along the edge, we can kind of fade in some of these. But yeah, like a lot of these darker values would be reflected pretty clearly. But then it starts to get a little muddy. It's still like this is all going to be darker. I guess, is it that dark? Some of it does end up reflecting over here. And over here. And even like this color here should be a lot warmer in the reflection. Hey Vamp, welcome in. Having a nice chill evening here. I needed a nice evening of drawing. This is our warm up, and then I've got a special pair of gurploids planned. I think I should have time for it. Thank you. This is a color study. So my goal is not so much to produce like a finished painting, but to just kind of play around with the colors, see what works, try out new things. I can already see I see some issues, but that's fine. Um yeah, I'm pretty pleased with how this one is coming together. Let me see if I can let's try a different brush, something that's like dry streaky, or the filbert perhaps, or maybe the angular flat. I'm looking at, oh my, these trees here. Oh, that's so much texture. Yeah, exactly. This could be the setting for a fighting game stage. And hello, Riley. Hmm. So this brush is like extremely vertical. It's like a flat brush, but rotated 90 degrees, and so this complements nicely the flat that I've been using. Well, this, I guess the flat is actually almost like a 30-degree angle or something. So yeah, angular flat. Yeah, and again, since we're shuffling, if you didn't hear me mention this, we're shuffling a playlist of like songs that I kind of added to monthly playlists throughout last year. So it's kind of stylistically scattered. That said, I can see the cue, and it looks quite tasty. We got some good stuff on the way. But yeah, Pablo Bolivar does these nice, what do you call it? Deep techno. Hmm. What I want now is maybe even a wet brush. Add a little bit of color. Hmm. Oh, I did go see F1 in IMAX, and It was a visually impressive experience. As a movie, it was extremely blah, extremely what you would expect. Not bad, not not great, but like, oh my god, the visuals were enough to, make the whole experience like very worth it. Yeah, if you have the means to go see F1 in a theater, I would definitely recommend it. I guess yeah, this could still go so much darker. But I guess it's good that I started off like fairly neutral. Hmm. I'm going to try to do a quick pass to just add some little like stone details and see. Oh, I realized, yeah, this arch is fucked up. We're going to just change that architecture a little bit. That's fine. Okay, I don't know why this area caught my eye. I feel like especially the reflection that's like right here is really weird, but like this whole area. So there's kind of a shallow reflect. I don't know why it tapers off so quickly because of this being here. Hmm. There's those, but then we also have kind of like a pinker reflection that's the value is not right. This is one of those like little wild card colors. I feel like I could now maybe sprinkle in a few places across the canvas and like, let's see, like maybe there's a little bit of it. Oh, okay. This is just like silly kind of circle jerky prog. It's a good song, but it's not the right. Here we go. Here we go. This is good. This is the right sound for an icy snowy scene. Also, shoot, this whole back area here, I just like totally neglected. I'm gonna just kind of give myself a darker base to then build back up from. Let's say it's something like that. And then, if you don't know, this is a George Duke song originally from his album Brazilian Love Affair, which is like, I'm not exaggerating. I think it's a perfect album. I think like it perfectly achieves what it's trying to do. This is a cover. This is not the George Duke version, but yeah, Monday Michiru did a really nice cover. In fact, so here you hear the saxophone. I mean, this is all well and good, but I actually think this is stronger with the vocals. And what the hell? I'll play the George Duke original next because it's kind of fun to hear them back to back, I think. Okay, this is messy in here. I wonder if I get away with, yeah, some of the bridge color I should obviously be incorporating. That's like an easy win, right? I'm gonna override this a little bit. Yeah, the texture is too much. Oh my gosh, I don't know how I even did that. Okay, I know this. Oh, this geometry is weird because I because I changed it. That's right. I broke the rules. Yeah, and I realize it's not too late actually. The way I drew this is a little weird. Let's see. By the time we're down here, this is going to be darker. We're going to have kind of like a, what's the opposite of rim lighting? Rim shadow. Helps to like crisp up that edge. This doesn't really make sense, does it? And then like over here, here it's like even darker. Okay, one more time. Top Gun from the top. This is the original by George Duke. What, 1979? Hmm. Yeah, this really doesn't make sense. Shoot. Well, okay, I know this geometry is all messed up right now. Oh no, I've made it so much worse. But yeah, I would challenge anyone to listen to this album, Brazilian Love Affair by George Duke, and then by the end of it not feel good. It's gonna make you feel good. God damn it. I don't really want to fix this geometry. Is it actually out to here? I don't know. I can get out the ruler. But I think it would be wider because I'm kind of cheating things. That's a lesson for next time. Also this sun. Let's deal with this guy. I think we can just draw him fresh. Well, that's not right. Yeah, that's not the right brush. What about wet filbert? That's not the right brush. Pretty sure this is Stanley Clark on base here. Actually, maybe maybe an inker. Is this actually going to work? Let's see. What am I looking for? I want... Oh my god. Hello. Hi, everybody. Oh my god. Holly, thank you so much for the raid. Welcome, everybody. How's it going? We're just kind of finishing up. I was just trying to draw the sun. Let's just remove the sun for a second. I'm doing a little color study here. How was your stream? I wasn't really able to catch it tonight, but I hope it was good.
Wonderful.
Yeah, no, all you have to do is, don't you have the sun on its own layer? You just turn off the layer. Thank you for the follow. And thank you, Benemy. Thanks, everybody. Oh my gosh. Yeah, well, I'm just having a really nice, chill time. I've been doing these color studies as a way to just kind of loosen up more. I'm trying out these oil brushes. I'm doing this all in Procreate on an iPad. And oh my god, I'm getting ahead of myself. If you don't know me, I'm Gert. I'm a space slug. I've been trying to do more art streams lately. I love doing art. I'm not a professional artist, but yeah, it's a way to just like work a little more loosely, get more comfortable with oil brushes, and also get better at like color. So my reference is on a different screen than what I'm drawing. I can't like eyedrop anything or, you know, color pick anything. I'm trying to keep it to like as few layers as possible. It's more out of convenience, like being able to put down some background colors and layer things. But yeah, I think this one's basically done. And then I'm going to draw a couple gurploids tonight. So we're going to transition over. I'm going to take a look though. There's a few things. Okay. These also are not intended to be like finished works. It's more like a way to just, you know, play around, have fun with something. I encourage you all to do the same thing at home, however you like. But yeah, I want to take my critical eye and cast it upon this canvas, and just point out a few things, kind of more for myself.
Wonderful.
I've been trying to get better at reflections and like the way that the color changes. Hold on, this song is too corny for us right now. How about, yeah. Okay, clearly that's not the right brush. Let's try this one. This is totally misaligned where these are coming in. This arch is like skewed weirdly. I don't think that adds up. I didn't draw this area at all. This neutral tone in the background feels like too flat. This is getting warmer. The way that like the cool and warm hues come together, I'm still kind of playing around with that. That's fun. I don't know. Overall, I'm really pleased. This geometry I gave up on, but that's fine. I never really attempted to do much with the bricks, actually. Maybe let's take a moment. Let's have a little brick time. I'm gonna stick to my oil. Maybe a wet filbert. What do you think? I think the wet filbert's going to be overkill, actually. And this is where like I'd want to get these spaced out nicely. I can't be bothered. Can't be bothered right now. Hey Hexa, how are you doing? But I guess even just like the suggestion of, oh, I guess we need that. I mean, yeah, you know what? You're in a good mood? Excellent. I'm also in a good mood. I'll just share for those of you at home. I can do a quick rundown. This is where I started. This is really rough, but like super fun to find some of those values. We did this guy. These are not tonight. This is over the last 2 weeks, I guess. This was on Sunday. This was Monday. And here we are. I'll just say, I'll put a link to the image. But yeah, Unsplash, if you're not familiar, it's such a great resource. If you want to find just nice photos, just throw in some keyword about something pretty, something interesting. Oh, Doom 2016. Oh, hell yeah. Oh, I guess the last thing we'll do before we move on is we'll look at the time lapse. Oops, what's that? Okay. So Procreate has
Wonderful.
Oh, thank you, Marigold. And thanks for the follow. Procreate just has this as a built-in feature. I know Clip Studio Paint also has it built in. You might have to turn it on. But I feel like a lot of drawing software will just take a time lapse for you. But yeah, that's one of the reasons I also like streaming while drawing. Is like I've got a video that I can kind of look back at. Not that I critically, analyze all of my work after the fact. But yeah, I'm overall like I'm very pleased with this one today. I definitely feel like I learned some things. A hand squishing a beanie ball. Please feel free to share a link. Anybody out there, if you're making some art and you want to share it. I also do have a Discord. If you want all the latest updates. But yeah, I love to see people sharing their work. That is like the greatest thing. I love it. So if you're out there thinking about making something, I hope you do. I've been so inspired by everybody else sharing their stuff. Ah, an animation. Anyway, I think it's time to take a really quick break, and then we're going to shift gears to do a couple gurploids. And if you don't know what those are, you can study up during the break. Oh, hey, Kenster. All right, we'll be right back. Stretch your legs, get yourself a fresh beverage. We'll see you soon. Oh no, I forgot to shout out Holly. But honestly, you're probably all following Holly already, right? I hope so. If you can hear me saying this. Hello, and welcome back. Guess who forgot to update the scene? There we go. Hey, now you can actually see my hands. We're gonna draw Frexel. Frexel Nexon? And I'm going to type a little pinned message. All right. If you didn't know, DJ Rels, who you're hearing right now, is actually just Madlib. It's one of his like many alter egos, pseudonyms. Anyway, the muffin talks back. Okay. Now that my hand is all loosened up, warmed up, this is good. Okay, let me position this so that I don't need to be scrolling around too much during this first phase. By the way, Billy Cobham, one of the greatest drummers of all time. No big deal. Okay. What do we got here? So these are wings. Whoops. And then there's hair. I'm going to do the wings on a separate layer. Okay, that looks like pretty good foundation to build off of. I'm gonna try to get the glasses actually next, because that's gonna sort of determine the proportions for a lot of the other stuff. Yeah, I think that's good. I think that's a good size. Whoop. Just pinch those together. Oh, this reminds me of stuff. Yeah, I gotta check. Who else is on this album? This is Inner Conflicts by Billy Cobham, is the name of the album. Oh, okay. Alfonso Johnson on the bass. Sheila E. is on congas and percussion. Billy Cobham on drums. Don Grolnick on keyboards. I don't know him. Jose Najera on percussion. I don't know him, but Pete Escovedo on timbales and percussion. So I'm talking over like the tasty drum bits. Let me just rewind that a little bit. Oh, that's so wonky. Whoop. I have to flip the canvas. Oh my god. Oh yeah, we'll need the eyebrows. I guess that goes with the eyes. It's part of the eye layer. That's too big. Okay, let's get. Oh, we need the little crown, right? I don't know if it just floats or what. Does anybody know the lore? Does anybody have the Frexel lore? I'm assuming the crown is part of the deal. You gotta have the crown. But I think for the gurploid, it's just like resting here. Okay. Colors. Colors. Oh, thanks. Well, so the brush that I'm using for most of these, it's this vintage tech pen. This is well, first, I guess, are you a Procreate user? But it's got some, actually, you can see it's got sort of significant stabilization. I could probably turn that down. So that helps. But yeah, let me link the brushes that I'm using, because I do really like this set just in general. IGB vintage ink. Yeah, it's like $9 for this like vintage comic brush pack. There's tons of them out there. You know, this isn't the only the only one, but like it works really well for me. So this is like the core brush that I use for all of the gurploids. And then the inker is also really nice. You can get, you know, some pressure sensitive stuff. The stabilization, I'm realizing, is like pretty heavy. I often feel like I'm fighting it. So, you know, maybe you want to tune that. I should tune it. But yeah, sometimes the lines are just clean. I think it helps that I did a, you know, a warm-up painting also, and that I've been drawing more regularly lately. Anyway, thank you. Why am I still talking about this? Here's a little stuff. The great stuff. But yeah, I don't really trust, whoops. I don't trust Procreate's like paint bucket fill. In fact, let's do an experiment. We're going to test it. I'll be rough about it. Okay, we definitely have, I'll even turn off our lines. Oh no, I can't do that. If I try to fill this, bloop, looks like it's filled, right? But if I zoom in, look at that. What the hell? What's wrong with this? Like, why can't it do this? I'm sorry, I complain about this like somewhat regularly, but I just can't trust it. It's horrible. It's like I'm finding it's faster to just go really rough and then erase a lot of the time. Oh, I might as well pull this nice blue. It's just kind of somewhere around here, I guess. Mm. All right, I'll do just a quick check around the edges, and then I can alpha lock this layer and not have to think about it ever again. Okay, I'll give the crown its own little separate color layer. I do not remember where this song goes from here and what is about to happen, so... Ah, there it is. Oh, hello, Galuda. You got to the first boss? Nice, nice. Yep. That first boss really fucked me up a whole bunch. it's not easy. That's the wrong layer. Here we go. Let's see. Normally, I would go in and maybe like clean up or sharpen a lot of these lines, but I think for Frexel's style, it feels sort of appropriate to keep some slightly raw edges. Not to mention the time savings. Oh yeah, the red. We need that. Ooh, listen to that. Oh, how did I miss? I missed some of these little gaps. Oh yeah, I'm remembering now. Yeah, the teleporting from that first boss. I do remember that being kind of tricky. Oh, I think this is working pretty well. Let's duplicate this and then we'll try a shadow layer. I'll alpha lock it. Is that dark enough? Yeah, I think so. Yeah, exactly. It's like it feels unfair the first time and then you start to learn it. The thing I struggled with Returnal was honestly playing it on a controller. I had a great time with it, but at a certain point I just didn't feel like I had the controller dexterity. I'm just like out of practice with shooters on consoles or like on controller. So anyway, now that it's on Steam or PC in general, I got to pick it up at some point. But like, I already paid full price once for Returnal, and I believe it was $70. And no offense, Returnal, but I'm going to wait for a deep discount. But Returnal was also a nice, almost like a tech demo for the PS5 at the time. Hey, Kenster. Nobody has made a Kirby comparison, but do you mean the way that Kirby adapts the form of whatever he eats? Did I get the wrong color? Oh yeah, I did. Man, Gary Burton. I think Gary Burton is a very underrated, incredible vibes player, as you're hearing right now on the vibraphone. Oh, Kenster, you're right. Nobody has mentioned that, and I had not thought that. But yeah, no, you're exactly right. I like that. I do need more jam. I need to. I need more jams. I was gonna say, Jam, if you're out there, I need more jams. Not like urgently. How's that? Yeah, I like that color. Honestly, this is almost all in shadow. This is like a little bit. We'll see. This might look weird, but it's kind of supposed to look a little weird. I think everybody needs more jam. How's that? I like a nice cool gray. Sorry to all the warm grays. Oh yeah, there's another Gary Burton song that I'm gonna queue up to play next. 1 second. And actually, I want to see who's on this album. This is The New Quartet by Gary Burton, 1973. I actually don't know these other guys, but I love that. Just record it over 2 days. Just get in the studio and jam it out. Speaking of jam. Listen to that. This song is so So moody. It's too much. Look at this. We got a big wide open spot here. Huh. Oh yeah, here too. Okay, how about some red? It's a little bit of a weird shadow color. I could have, well, I don't know. I think it'll be fine. I feel like I could have pushed that a little bit darker. Who knows why they do anything? Let's get a little globular highlight here. You know what? Even the crown could be slightly globular. Or at least it deserves a little dimension. God, that drummer is just going nuts on this one. That didn't really do much. Oh yeah, yeah. Very solid game. Okay, am I forgetting anything obvious here? I'd like to maybe, well, the glasses, let's see. The glasses are pretty strict. Let me clean up the mouth a little, actually. Oh, no problem. But yeah, I wonder what that team is working on next also. I don't know if that's been announced. Have they announced their next game? Housemark? Oh, hey, Aki, welcome in. Hello, hello. Saros, is that the name of their next game? Anyway, we're drawing Frexel here. I think this is pretty much done, honestly. Well, wait. Rebalance the eyes just a hair. Oh yeah, I've been listening to some Alan Parsons project recently. It's great. Oh, gotcha. Okay. Oh, I also got to figure out what's the right background color for this. You know what? I do have to consider something. Let's see. Button. Oh yeah, I could also just do this. Oh, I have full confidence in that team. They're one of those companies where like any game that they make, I will play it. You know, within reason. Is that gonna work now? Come on. That last song was the Alan Parsons project. It was serious. Wait, you might mean who are we drawing? The gurploid is Frexel Nexon. If you check the pinned message. Sorry for the confusion. And hey, Jam, welcome in. I think this one's all done. What I want to do is, yeah, maybe I can use a color from Button's color scheme on and vice versa. Anyway, let's stack these up. Yeah, that's right. The 2D reference is a little bit different. And there is a Frexel GURP drawing in the rotation. Oh yeah, I'll show you in a second. Let's crop this down. This is our first gurploid of the night. I've got one more. I'm going to do Button as well. And then we did a color study. I did a color study and I'm really happy with how it came out. Let's see. Here we are. Here's tonight's color study. A little bridge. I was playing with like the warm lighting, playing off of like the cool tones and the shadows. This is really fun to work on. Actually, I can pull up the replay and just scrub. But yeah, there are a few areas that like didn't totally pan out, but that's fine. I feel like I learned a lot. Thank you. Thanks so much. Okay, so there's Frexel. We're gonna draw a button. Sorry, I like that song, but it's very repetitive. Okay, it's good to. I like having both of these references, the like simplified forms and the more detailed. Oh, and oh my God, Jam! Thank you so much for the art. Let me get that up on screen. That should be on screen. Hold on a second. Let's see. Sorry, I'm very slow at this. There it is. Look at this. Hey, Jerry. Welcome back. I know it's a little hard to see. Hold on. Where can we put you? We're just gonna shuffle things around a little bit. There we go. You made it back. Well, I don't know if you saw. We just finished another gurploid here for Frexel. And now let me update. Got to make sure I spell this correctly. Thanks. All right. Let's. This is just all of our reference. Let's tuck this away. Oh, one other thing I'll do. Okay, we've got a scale reference, so we can be about the same size. Or does anybody know? Are they supposed to be like significantly different sizes? I'm not up on the lore, I'm sorry to say. Oop. Okay. Ah. Oh man. Have any of you heard this song? This is this is kind of a treat for specifically for like the Q-Tip and Busta Rhymes verses, but like oh no, this just got clipped. Ugh. Okay, sorry. There we go. Now I can now I can work. We got a tidy workspace here. And just ignore the fact that Kanye West is on this song. He doesn't actually get a verse. He just blabs a little on that. What? I don't know how to draw this. I think I mentioned this, but Busta Rhymes is in the new Police Squad movie, which honestly, I think he could be good in. I don't expect the movie is going to be especially good, but I'll probably see it. But like, he's in the trailer, and I don't know. Busta Rhymes is he's been less problematic than a lot of other folks. I know he was like an anti-masker during COVID. Like, god damn it, Busta Rhymes, what are you doing? You silly man. Don't do that, please. I don't know if he's changed his opinion on that. Oh my god, I have to flip the canvas for this. Yeah, it's probably best to not look into that too much. He was I remember at some concerts he was like pissed about, you know, mask requirements or something. God, this that sample there, it's what's her face? Alicia. Oh my gosh. Alicia Myers, that's right. Oh heck. I keep doing this tonight, but Jerry, this is like what you were talking about with mixing like the sample with the original. But like this really warrants, oh my god, such a nice groove. Yeah, isn't this a great design? I don't know if it's, does anybody know, is this Button's own design or? Whoa. Whoa. I'm just realizing how uneven this thing is. That's okay. I'm going to roll with it. It's part of the charm. Although I don't like. Bleh. Well, okay. I can work with that, I think. Excursions radio. I like that. I like to think of a mix as being like an excursion, actually. Oh, wait. I just messed that up. Hmm. Some of them, well, it's gonna. I think it's gonna work okay. There are a few things that aren't as lined up or as tidy as I would like, but that's fine. I'll start with that for now. Let me block in some of the other features, like the glasses, for example. Somewhere around there, maybe? Just pinch those together. Okay, let's try... oh, I guess it's more like... It's more like that? Oh, right. Oh, this is a great artist I discovered last year. Himiko Kikuchi. Himiko Kikuchi. Japanese piano player. Fusion. She is like really good. Like really good. I don't know if this song is like necessarily the best showcase, but you can take my word for it, please. Let's get some color down. I want to see how this kind of feels. If I need to rework some areas, I'm not really sure. Oh yeah, this is from the album Don't Be Stupid. But actually, yeah, it is kind of like that. Oh, this is the okay, I'm queuing up a song, which is the one I heard from her that like really blew me away. Hello, Captain Cube. Welcome in. So glad to have you here. We're drawing a button. And we also drew Frexel. I did some painting earlier. It was very nice. Oh, oh, no wonder it looks so messy. I forgot to erase. You ever forget to erase things? Like all of that. Wow. Okay, that should help quite a lot. Yes. Hold on, I'll show you. Here's Frexel with the background. I'm on the right layer. No, I'm not. I had a feeling. Interesting. You're just in there. That's quite an honor. Okay, all white hair, a little blue up top, and then we got the pink. This is great. I really like both of these designs, both Frexel and Button here. Lovely designs. Chicken and a squirrel. Oh, my lines got confused here. I got to redraw a little bit of that. That's fine. Oh, I forgot. I forgot a line. Something like that. And then this connects. Okay, that should work. Okay, this song. Oh my goodness. Prepare yourself. You might want to be sitting down. This is just one of those songs that like goes places, and by the end of it, you're like, whoa, I just went somewhere. Make sure it's nice and loud for you. Hey. Got a stray pixel here. There it is. Get out of there. You're not welcome here. Sorry, I don't mean to be exclusive towards specific pixels, but sometimes you have to relocate a pixel to the eraser dimension. Let's get our background on. Oh, look at that. Okay, I'm just gonna do a quick pass to tidy up some of these lines. I'll do a little bit more tidying on these too. Oh, I see what I did here. Okay, this actually, it just makes it confusing because of where the glasses fall. So I'm gonna redraw. Gonna redraw the hair here. I want this to kind of stay a little more clear of the glasses, or like work with the glasses, you know? I think that's okay. So instead of sharpening these, which I normally do, I think I'm just gonna kind of like round them, just kind of trimming the fat. Oh, did you think the song was over? Nope. Here's another instance where like this should really be tidied up. It'll just read better if there's not so much visual competition. But then like I don't have the equivalent on this side, so I guess I do, whoops, I do kind of need that. Jam, I'm doing great. I hope everybody else is doing well. I think that'll work, yeah. It just gives it a little more dimension. Oh. Okay, I'll do another layer for the eye color. So from what I can tell, we've got like a white circle, and then the pupil is like slightly offset from that, I think. That's a really nice eye color too. I like that. Oh wow. I guess I listened to this album last year. Huh. Madlib and Black Thought together, like that's always good. We'll hear at least one verse here. God, Black Thought, my all-time favorites. Let's try again with this tooth. I mean, can't argue with that. Whew. Okay. I think we're gonna need to maybe the mouth might be a little too much. I went a little overboard. Just a little bit. I realize this now. Oh no, what layer is that on? It wasn't, you don't think it's too much? Okay, I'll leave it for now. Shadows. Not the hedgehog. The physical, the physics phenomenon. Yeah, the way this song kind of starts and builds is really magical.
Wonderful.
Oh, thank you for the follow. We'll come back to that. That lighting doesn't really make sense. I'm just imagining, yeah, it's like a sort of a head-on light source. Hmm. That's kind of weird, isn't it? I think it's more like, yeah, everything is in shadow, and then we have like more like rim lighting. And I suppose that applies here as well. Hmm. Well, it almost kind of works. Hmm. I don't know if it's that believable, but make the mouth even longer? Yeah, sure. Let's see. Oh, wait, let me do this. Well, Oh, how do I non-linearly... Oh, freeform. Yeah, we could do... I think that's probably like about the maximum length we could get. Something along those lines, just to give you an idea. Yeah, that's pretty good. I'll keep that layer hidden, just in case. It's our little secret. You know it's there. It's in there. It's in there. Is that enough shadow-wise? The ears? I think it might be. Some powerful MIDI incoming. Some MIDI brass. Yeah, those horns. It's like kind of delightfully corny. I think Pat Metheny can he strikes the right balance for me. Let's see how these shadows look. Oh god, I thought I had alpha lock turned on. Ah, I was playing this band, the same album actually, on the last drawing stream. This is, oh my god, it's just top notch. Heavily, heavily influenced by King Crimson, and this one is specifically kind of their version of Starless, I guess you could say. Or The Night Watch or Book of Saturday or something. Yeah, I think that kind of works. Oh, now I gotta see. Is there a color? This red's gonna be too strong, I think. That's way too strong, but maybe there's... No, I don't think that's gonna quite work the way I'd hoped. That's okay. We'll make sure it's a color that plays nicely with the color we have for Frexel.
Oh, they look so delicious.
Ah, thank you. Thank you, Krua. Those are the first sandwiches of the night. You can see they're all bunched up. It's like they're off to the races. Yeah, there we go. Thank you. And just drop all these reference images in a group and hide it. What size? Oh, I guess ideally that's going to be different though, isn't it? Maybe I can make that work. I think it was 1100 for Frexel. Yeah, good sandwich race. Yeah. Your guess is as good as mine. Who's gonna come out victorious? 1100. Okay, great. Yeah. Oh, let's fix the ear. And this. All right, let's take a look at the time lapse. Let's see where I disassembled and reassembled the mouth. Oh yeah, I didn't choose the color though. This is not my intended background color. Um Oh yeah, see if you can get the sandwich. See if you can get the sandwich in the mouth. Ooh, maybe I kind of like the green. Oh yeah, we do need to hear the rest of this song. It's really good. That might mean I need to draw a little tiny something. Okay, let me make a new document. I want to combine these. I want to see what they look like together. Here it is. Maybe holding pause. What do you call it? They're still feet, I guess. Ah, sorry, that's so bright. I think maybe a warmer color might actually work for the pairing. Oh, actually, this can be whatever height we want. Should there be like, no, I was gonna say, should there be like one pixel gap? Hmm. I think yeah, I feel like this order makes more sense because it was also the chronology of their creation, the gurploid birth time. That's not a phrase I want to repeat. Hmm. Yeah, maybe it's more of a nice peachy color. I'm pretty happy with that. So there you go, our 2 gurploids of the night. So to recap, yeah, I'm going to wrap things up now. To recap, we had a lovely little color study. This one was fun. And 2 gurps. Very productive. We're going to need to hear the rest of this song, though. So I'm going to stall. There's like 3 minutes. We'll find somebody to raid. Yeah, thank you all so much for being here. Anybody watching this VOD, this is just going to be me wobbling around in silence. Let's see. Depths. Oh, is there a cat in the in the rotation? Oh yeah, that's by Taveshi. Taveshi is live right now, actually. I was also gonna raid Depths, but let me just peek into both, and then we'll check the vibes. I know Depths is doing more Genesis Wheel. The final 100 games. Oh wow. Okay, now we're gonna raid Depths. No offense. Everybody please follow Taveshi. Everybody follow everybody else. We're almost to the end of this song. Did I time this correctly? Hopefully I don't have to cancel the raid. I think we're good. Yeah, thank you everybody for being here. I'll be live in the next day or two. Tentatively tomorrow. We'll see. I might end up taking the night off. Anyway, have a wonderful night, everybody. We'll see you next time. Bye-bye.